Hello and welcome everybody to 2003. In 2003, Jim Furyk won the US Open and Mike Weir won the Masters. Mike Weir was awesome. I think it was the Masters where he addresses the ball with his driver and takes a practice swing over the top of the golf ball, and the announcers were caught off guard. They're like, oh, that was a practice swing. Did he just miss the ball? It was pretty funny. So yeah, that was going on. And I remember movies too. This was my time, right, in 2003, where I was just like, Finding Nemo. It was the end of the Lord of the Rings series, Return of the King, and Matrix Reloaded, just all these amazing movies coming out. And Ping, some engineers at Ping had this bright idea. They're like, all right, well, people are choosing their putters based on the back portion of the putter. So if we just make that a separate piece and you can replace whatever back you want on your putter, then we can have all of them. You can have all of them. You can have your cake and eat it too. And they gave us this, the Specify Putter Series. What do you think? Let's get this on the review table and have a closer look. This is pretty easy to recognize when you look at it from the face, okay? For starters, there's a serial number here, Ping, on the neck right here. And then we have two Torx screws. Okay, you can recognize it like that. If you look at it at address, clearly there's this black insert right here, or this black attachment, which is different from the blade portion of the putter. Okay, another easy way to recognize it. But my favorite way to identify it is just reading the labels right here. You can see USA. This is the Zing version of it. They have different versions. SN. S superscript N. S to the N. Some sort of engineering, marketing, logo, gimmick thing to the nth power, whatever. And then Ping here in the cavity. Today, we're not just going to talk here. Let's look at the sole real quick. You can see the two different materials. Today, we're not just going to look and identify, we're actually going to bust this open. I have a T15 Torx little wrench here. You can see the straight shaft. This particular one has a Ping kind of textured paddle with some traction, with some tread on here. Grip. We're going to pull this off. This looks like a black dot to me. Either way, we're going to pull this rear face off with this little T15 wrench here. Now, you can already see it moving. So when I first was trying out the Torx wrench here, I put it in this one and it was surprisingly loose. So check yours if you haven't already. Okay, so there we go. Just like that, this is what the attachment looks like. Is that cool or what? It looks like there's some two-sided tape in here. I'm not sure if I'm going to replace that. Maybe I should. Would you replace that? This needs a cleaning. Maybe one of the disadvantages. But look at this. This is a true Ping blade putter right here. It's super lightweight. I would never putt with this. But wow, that's what it looks like. Pretty cool. All right, let's put this back on. What I want to see, okay, yeah, so there is a metal, so there are little metal inserts in here that are threaded. Okay. Can you put it in upside down? Nope, not going to happen. All right, well, this does feel of a plasticky material. To me, it feels very similar to the inserts on the Ping G2. You know how they have those kind of rubbery weighted plastic inserts on the Ping G2. Whenever I put one of these in, I always like to spin it backwards a little bit until it clicks in so I don't cross thread it. All right, let's see here. And I don't want to over tighten it. It is a putter. The T15, by the way, is here. Let me grab the shaft replacement tool. Right here. This is not the same size, right? What is this? A T20, T25? I don't remember. Anyway, it's not the same. You're not going to be able to use your driver adjustment Torx wrench for this. Just so you know, it's a T15. This is not a T15. So that's it. I actually took this outside. I hit a few putts with it, and we're going to move back into studio after that, and I'll discuss how it feels. Sometimes Ping can try awfully hard for something. I'm not really sure what. I'm just thinking about the demographic for this putter. I like all the Ping style of putters. I just can't decide. If there were only a way I could buy all of them in one, then I'd be happy. For the 6 people out there who purchased this, let us know if this met your needs as an all-in-one encompassed classic style Ping shapes in the aft portion of your putter. You know what they used to do, Ping, I think they've gone back to this, is they used to, finish the club at the factory instead of send it on, push it on down the line. You figure it out. You're on your own. The Ping Anser, is it an Anser? Yep, what sounds like Ping Anser putter. Guess what? Finished in the factory. They shipped it to you. Ding, done. Finished. With this, they're like, so many manufacturers these days with like adjustable necks and weights and everything that make it a little bit of a difference. You sort it out. And it's not about engineering at that point. It's about sales. Well, people like to buy things that are customizable. It's true, I like to do that too, okay? So guilty. Now, this putter, looking down at it, it has a very clean look. I like the Zing style, so I have no I chose this style, so I like this style. But the nice contrast between the light metal, the light stainless, and that dark weighted polymer, it does present a very nice top line, a very nice profile here when you're looking down at it for your putts. So let's hit one here real quick, see how it sounds. And it sounds very muted. And again, the reason why that polymer is nice instead of like a metal. If you use like a metal, it might have more of a tingy sound. But this has a really muted, quiet, pleasant sound when you hit a putt. So what more do you want? My concern is that it's just a little bit complicated. With the screws on the face, and how durable is this? I've seen these before. I don't know what percentage or anything. I don't have that information. I don't have those data. Sometimes it's just missing chunks of it. Like when I was on eBay looking for this, I bought this on eBay. I saw a lot of them that were just broken. It's just like, does this break easily? Hence some concern about the longevity of these and throwing something like this in the bag. Do you want something fragile in your bag? If you, let's hit a shot here. So I hit that way too hard. But if you are going on a road trip somewhere, do you want the most fragile car on the planet to get you across inhospitable terrain? That's a question for you. If this breaks, what are you left with? Where is your center of gravity? Where are you aiming? It might add a little bit of drama to your game. Do you think you'd remember if you lost half of your putter, the aft portion of your putter? Do you think you'd remember that game? There's a show called Top Gear where one Jeremy Clarkson decides to drive one Beta Coupe, some Lancia rusty piece of junk across the spine of Africa. He made it. It wasn't, just a song and a dance. He went through a lot to get that piece of junk from one side to the other. if you're looking for that, this might be the putter for you. Just barely eke across that. If this thing breaks, there's going to be some drama. So, you know, am I excited about putting this in the bag? I really am not. To me, I don't see this being any better than my original Ping Zing, which I happen to still love. My manganese bronze, just solid, set up at the factory Ping Zing. So, I don't know. To me, this is more of just like a fun kind of like anomaly that I want to collect. I just wanted it. I wanted one that's not broken. And I want to hit putts with it here indoors and just have fun with it. I have no interest in taking this out, getting upset with it, slamming into my bag, watch it hit an iron or something and have this chip or break off, or have my bag fall over and have this thing break. It is cool though. It is really cool. I've never seen one of these out in the wild on a golf course. I played 2 charity events with all kinds of people, just buckets of people everywhere, and I looked at lots of their putters. Never saw a single one of these. I saw a few Ping putters. I saw a manganese bronze Ping putter. I forget which. I want to say it was an Anser. I don't remember if it was did they make an Anser 3? I don't remember. Either way, it was an Anser style not manganese bronze. It was beryllium copper. Beryllium copper one. Really interesting. And yeah, I mean, this is, if you want to stand out. I don't know if this is going to be the most dramatic putter out there, but it will be different. Not a lot of people game these, maybe for a good reason. For me, purely a collectible, just a cool piece of Ping engineering. Let me know your thoughts, memories in the comments below. Did you buy one of these new? How do you like it? Let us know in the comments below. As usual, huge shout out to my patrons. Let me hit one more putt here. Huge shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. It's just general support on Patreon. $1 a month really helps out this channel. Another way you can support this channel is by visiting my Amazon shop. I'll put a link in the description below. I am an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchases. Thank you everybody for watching. I am the Vintage Golfer.